Yo, this is Dova Blackhat Gaming. I do RPG games like Elder Scrolls and Fallout and many more. Subscribe to see more and enjoy the video.
You can't keep it all. That's my earnings for the season. Listen, I can treat you lads to a round at the inn if you just let me take back half my stuff. A good compromise, right, boys?
I'm glad we're here together, if you know what I mean.
Why is that, merchant? Gold more important than blood, huh? And nah.
There's nothing like a stroll through the woods. It helps clear my mind.
Selling quality ale a good while ago. Nothing but piss pints now.
Too right. Been ages since we've had a good drink. Could probably buy a whole fortnight's worth of rum on your behalf, merchant. Those ponces at Evermore will have to wait for their next batch of fancy jewelry.
Here, here. Now, we're a generous lot. So your horse and whatever rags you wrapped in are all yours. And this is only temporary, so don't feel too glum.
Yeah, bugger off before we get all Morty involved.
Word spreads, lads. Don't be surprised when us men of coin stop appearing. Come to talk. When aren't we merchants in trouble with this humble lot? They've got this racket going where they take our goods for inspection, but really we know they're just pinching whatever they find that can fetch a good price. I do really need my goods, but I know that they'll give me hell if they find out I'm causing more of a hassle than I've done in the past. Alright, they'll tread with care. Don't tell them it was me who sent you, just say you oversaw the entire thing and decided to be the gentleman when these prats weren't. Cheers, friend. Cheers.
How are you doing, love?
Let this show as a warning for those that dare steal from the nobility again. Should have kept your hands to yourself, Arnie.
Your law is mad. You sons of bitches are doing me a favour. At least I won't suffer in this shithole any longer.
Another gutter rat!
Silence, criminal. You die as you lived.
Get on with it.
I can't stay here.
Got something to say? Get to the point. Isn't that the question on everyone's lips? A Abandon any hope of reasoning with these savages. Trying to understand them will earn you a dung-covered arrow in the gut. The dam wiped out nigh 8/10 of the men I've sent up their way. All fell by either maddening sorcery or toxic weaponry. The other 2/10 returned either missing their limbs or part of their sanity. You heard right. Like their brains were not clean out of their skulls, raving mad, regurgitating the same strange words that those fanatics vomit up from their black lungs. Ever wondered how a force this destructive and incoherent can keep their numbers up? It's not because they breed like rabbits, though that's definitely playing a role. It's mainly because our very own defect from all over the kingdom. Ain't that another question on everyone's lips? We'd love to give you a reason, but I've burnt myself out in the past trying to conjure one. Seems this dark prose gets lodged between their ears, messes with their thoughts, makes them violent, bitter and unpredictable. We've made it an unspoken law to exile those affected by this mind poison rather than take them in. Rehabilitation has proven futile, a cold measure. And cold begets cold, with the whole land freezing in its misery. We'll talk it.
Thank you for, well, everything.
Never
You've
seen you
made my
before,
world brighter.
so I'll hazard a guess that you're new. The sheer state this town must be in for a newcomer to first remark on its poverty. If you're willing to stay a while longer, then you'll come to witness that some of us still retain our civility. Don't judge a book by its cover, they say. Wish that were completely true in our case. And I hear you can get your tongue cut off for having your words stray so close to treason. There's no point in scaring off another visitor, and I should applaud you for that intuition. Many who've come to stay in this tragic town only bemoan the people, instead of looking to who governs them. Got ourselves a spy? Could find yourself at the end of a rope, if you're lucky. Yeah, I know who you're talking of. Tell her that a helping hand is more than welcome. She'll get the gist. Before I forget myself as someone of meagre authority, take this letter as well. The seal is meant to keep prying fingers out, so she'll know if you start sticking your nose in. What? Want to take me to dinner? Just make sure you get back to her safely. If you ever feel your safety compromised, make sure to leave no trace of that letter. That's all the blood that follows will be on your hands, not mine. Got your blinders on? Plans have a tendency for being outed upon leaving your lips here. We've got ears all round town, eager to earn an extra septim for themselves by getting on the Lord's good side. Besides, our hands are ultimately tied through forces beyond Mortifane. There's a larger fear among the royalty in this province for uppity peasants than mad tyrants. We don't want to be setting any precedents with our unruliness now. And so our only ally is time. Waiting for the Lord to pass on for a more just ruler to reign. That knowing the reach is a hope based in fantasy. We shouldn't talk about this further. A man has to be cautious if he wants to keep his head. Stay alert.
Wow. I still can't imagine that we set foot in a snow elf enclave. The Forgotten Vale was amazing.
Make yourself busy.
You alright?
You all right? What are you, his lover? We're just assessing any item that may be sold as munition for our enemies. The rest of it may be distributed to the people of Arnima to help with their suffering. We're doing a good thing. What succubus did you have to kill for that magic tongue? Alright, tell the merchant to grab his stuff. God knows this town doesn't need any more enemies. Keep safe.
Come to talk. You really did? Put your neck on the line for me. Twice. The only thing I can offer is a bunch of rusty coins. I feel like I owe you something more.
Bit cheeky, ain't it? Reward your work with even more work. Well, if you're keen. Got the Imperials right behind you, right where that grey tower sits between the rivers. Always have errands on hand.
Alright, I'll bring it right up to her. Many thanks. I'll give you a discount if we ever cross paths again. Just don't push your limits. Cheers.
Commander, you must understand that this costly operation you've scrolled will set you back on your debt with the kingdom.
And you must understand, Naraman, that this is our last opportunity to justify our presence here. Without this, any suspicions among the Bretons of our ineptitude will only deepen.
I advise great caution with the occupants of Deep Crag, Drugo. They could hold invaluable information. All you need to do is stay your hounds.
Keen to see them survive. Why is that, Naraman?
We shouldn't debase ourselves by imitating the barbarous Britons here. They've already bled the orcs dry. Why should we add to the slaughter?
The plans have been inked. We are not dealing with civilians here. Any rights the Empire would bestow are now forfeit. There will be no further delays.
Very well, Drugo, very well. All the blood that spills will be on you.
Important enough for us to have been entrenched in this swamp for centuries. And I have a feeling that value will be immeasurable in the immediate future. You've heard about the Great War. Unless you've recently awakened from beneath a rock, then I'll assume you have. Now, most of our trade to High Rock was conducted by sea, with us skirting the shores of Tamriel all the way up to this province. You may be thinking, why the long voyage when a trip through the Reach would have taken a fraction of the time? Well, that's how dangerous the Reach was, and is, for trade. Not to mention the crags and valleys that make up this dizzying maze. A nightmare for any unguarded or inattentive convoy. Keen observation. I wonder what gave it away. Just because we're not ecstatic in our stay doesn't mean we'll forego our duties here, so fret not. The Empire doesn't employ the services of simple murderers and thugs, but if you're looking to serve Tamriel, then yeah, we could use you. As you may or may not be aware, there's a significant orc population to the west of our hold. It's not just a neutral party either. Scouts have reported that they've burnt down a small outpost and built around it rapidly. We fear that their expansion may reach Arnima and further. Our auxiliaries and a few of the town guard may be sufficient to clear the outpost. We just have to pray they don't send more through the ravine. Go meet with the officer station just at the ridge, overlooking the lake. If you're still breathing, find your way back to this outpost, and I'll have a most generous reward waiting on the table. I hope you're one that honors the contract, which is a rare breed around here. I'm sure. Now, don't keep my men waiting. May you have good fortune in the battle to come.
I know you're always looking out for me, but don't worry. I'll watch your back too.
Must you push like that?
The Tales of Serana and her
So you made it here
charming
then.
death assassin.
Very well.
I'd actually
We'll
want
soon
to
be
read
cutting a
that.
path through these barbarians and taking back that post. Get ready. From the scouts' assessments, orc capabilities range from small artillery, arrows and such, to the main bulk of their arsenal, which are the blunt weapons stolen from the sacked depot within Deep Crag. Reports have spoken of them fostering great hounds, so avoid these beasts if you want to keep your limbs from rotting. Their incisors are known to be coated in the foulest fluids. Apart from that, standard affair. We'll break through their ranks in closed formation, shields raised. The knights will deal with the larger orcs as we strike at the archers. Keep moving and stay focused. Serve the Empire.
So you're skilled with a blade. Admirable.
Keep close. A scattered formation is easily penetrable. These barbarians are vicious, but simple. Use your wits to your advantage. Enemy!
From your entrails.
Keep close. A scattered formation is easily penetrable.
Something's not right.
Outskilled.
What a chump. What's that?
Enemies in sight.
Let
Hold
me
fast.
Get down in the reach. You'll suffer for that. Stay down.
Straight for the throat. Time to strike.
I'll piss on your corpse.
Well, you're certainly a big old chap, aren't you?
Mincemeat
I
out.
don't suppose you'd like to sit down over a cup of tea.
Straight for the throat.
I didn't think so.
Keep close. A scattered formation is easily penetrable.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Gods, look how fast these... Target spotted!
I'll gouge
Engage!
you.
You know that, right?
I'll drink from your
This ends
Outskilled.
now.
I'll bathe in your blood. I'll down. Kill that bastard.
Yield!
Feel the
front of
Looks like you're wounded. Not a good sign for you.
I'll piss on your corpse.
Slice you near the ear. Make you watch.
Straight for the
Stay
throat.
I'll bash your brains out.
Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon. See you all on the next video. Enjoy life. And stay.
Don't you just love a bit of rain?
Enemies in sight. Hold fast.
Walk with the army. Stop.